Watch Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out who wants to talk to you. I've got 6 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Ace of Pentacles. These are from the Light Seas Tarot. Group 2 is the 8 of Cups. Group 3 is the 5 of Wands. Group 4 is the Empress. Group 5 is the 2 of Pentacles. And Group 6 is the World. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and if you'd like a personal reading you can find the information below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in your reading. For you if you chose the Ace of Pentacles. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It seems like someone has something to offer you, like a job or something like that, and they want you to get on with something very quickly, like they want you to start quickly or they want to hear back from you quickly. I feel like someone may have a job for you that also is like a bit dangerous or it's needing to be done quickly. There seems to be some money matter, definitely, that someone wants to talk to you about, even if it's not a job. Could be someone who's waiting for you to pay them back money because they really need it. I don't know if you owe someone money, but it feels like they really need it back. Someone might also want to borrow money and they think you're rich and you maybe have it. I don't know if you've offered it before as well. You might have said, oh, I've got loads of money if you ever need any. You might be kind of seeming like the rich friend, and there might be someone who's a bit poorer than you and they want to ask if they could borrow it, but they're really stressed about asking, so I don't know if they actually will. But yeah, I do see there's something to do with your home as well. Someone wants to talk to you about your home, and it might be to do with a contract that you need to sign. It seems like there's somebody waiting for you, or you might be waiting for them, and it seems like maybe they're trying to wait. If you're waiting for somebody, they might be waiting for somebody else. So say if it's like someone who's meant to hire you or someone who's getting you a contract for something, they might be waiting on their manager or a client or like approval or getting something signed off. Seems like there's some paperwork that needs to be signed off or needs to be moved forwards with. I feel like something does need to be done very quickly and it might seem like too much of a rush. And I feel like the person who wants to talk to you is they're not in a rush, but it feels like you should try and get the thing done quickly if you're asked to do something. Like if your manager does ask you to do some work task, it feels good for you to just get on with it and try and do it really quickly. Don't leave it till later, don't leave it at the bottom of your to-do list. Like do it right now. Even if they don't say it's urgent, do it right now. It feels like you need to. I feel like there may be something to do with food as well. I'm not sure if there's someone who wants to ask a question like, hey, have you got any snacks or something? It might be someone who's like your boyfriend or your husband or your son for somebody. Like you might have a grown-up almost son. He's like wanting some food at your house. That's really random, but yeah, I feel like you're a mom and you always have a really nice house and everything's taken care of. There's always food in the cupboards and there's always food in the oven. Maybe you have a grown-up son who's like got long days at work. He's really busy and really stressed and he wants to talk to you just to be like, Mom, can I come over for some food? Really? But he's maybe a bit nervous to just tell you himself. He might just turn up, I'm hearing. Like he might just turn up for some food soon. Your boyfriend, your husband, or your son. Somebody like that. Anyway, I feel like there's a good restaurant meal that someone wants to invite you to as well. But I feel like they're really stressed. Like they would like to talk to you and be like, hey, do you want to hang out and grab some food and maybe go shopping? Like someone would like to invite you to go shopping or spend the day together. But I do feel like they've got so much going on that they feel stressed about inviting you out. Maybe they feel like you're really stressed and they can't invite you right now. Maybe they have invited you, but you're like, oh, I can't right now, next week. So yeah, I feel like there's someone who wants to talk to you and they want to do something with you in relation to money, security, home, finances, a job, something like that. But they're tied up with things, and maybe you're tied up with things, and there seems to be like a stressful, dangerous thing that somebody's got going on. It's a bit up in the air, like everything's up in the air, but there does seem to be something that's real and a solid, secure offer, like a job offer or something that someone has, and they're just waiting. They're like waiting for you to get back to them, or waiting for you to do something, or waiting for you to just say, I can start on this date. Something like that. So yeah, if you need to reply to someone, make sure you reply. They're not in a rush, but I feel like you should reply soon, because there's something to be built on. Like there's some work to be done in relation to what this person wants to talk to you about. So yeah, I do feel like for someone it's your manager and they don't want to chase you up about work that you haven't done. But it seems like there's something incomplete. And I feel like for someone, maybe you're a beginner at the job and it feels like you have quite a lot to work on, and you maybe got a probation coming soon and they have like a big list. They haven't been saying it to you, but they're just kind of thinking about, does this person deserve the money I pay them? Looking at it, kind of think they're okay sometimes, think that they don't deserve a promotion. They don't deserve a pay rise, but we might let them have another chance to show they can do it better. But we need to tell them off for like 1, 2, 3 things. So if you do have a review coming soon with your employer, I do feel like they may have some things to tell you off about, but you're not losing your job. It's not like they want you to go. It's more like they maybe want you to do things quicker when you're asked, or they want you to try and move quicker, or they want you to not be late for work, or they're wondering if you can do... For someone, it's like you're maybe a PA or something, and your employer wants you to know if you can do something before work for him or her tomorrow. Like, hey, would you have time to post this letter for me, like tomorrow morning or tonight on your way home? Or would you be able to pick up my lunch for me? Like, they have an extra question. It might be an extra task they want to task you with, but it might be a bit difficult for them to think about talking to you about it right now, because I feel like they're so stressed that it's like for them to even delegate a task to you, it's really difficult for them because they have to take time off of what they were doing and talk to you. And I feel like someone might want to invite you to an interview, but they feel really busy, they have too much stuff going on, or they want to talk to you about your living arrangements together and they have too much going on and they're trying to sort out their own problems. I'm not sure if you're trying to sell like a motorbike or a car or something. Someone wants to buy it, but they've got, again, like their problems they've got to deal with. They maybe don't have enough money right now. But they will communicate with you when they've got the money together. Yeah, I do feel like someone's selling something and it's like a bit of a high price item. There's someone who wants it and they're saving up for it. They might want to make you an offer because they're like a little bit short of what they need. Might be like $200 short and they just want to say like, hey, would you give it to me for $200 less? Because I don't have $1,000 or something. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. For you, if you chose the 8 of Cups. And then you also have the Page of Swords and Temperance. Seems like this is somebody who's interested in you in a way that they've kind of read about you. They might have researched you and they're focused on you. They might have been, doing some kind of, it might sound really weird, but they might have been doing some discussion with people and someone has said something like, oh, you should talk to so-and-so because they're really good at that, or you'd like so-and-so, or like so-and-so is your type, or something like that. They might have found your Facebook or your Instagram or your website or your work, or maybe you were at a party and they were kind of watching you in the corner of their eye. They were like keeping their eye on you. You might have not noticed this person. Like this person might not be known to you, but it could be someone who your family and friends have said, oh, why don't you speak to so-and-so? They're your type, they're single. I feel like you might have gone through a breakup and this person's gone through a breakup. And they've kind of got their eye on you now, but I feel like you're going to think they're weird. Like you're not really going to like them. You might have mutual friends who are like, what's wrong with so-and-so? And you're just like, yuck, like, ew, as if I would ever go out with so-and-so. And by the way, I've just gone through a breakup. Like, God, I don't want to jump into a relationship that soon. It feels like you might have busybodies around you, and it's like the busybodies want to talk to you about something. It's kind of annoying. It's like nosy neighbors or something, and they want to talk to you about something. For someone, I feel like you're not going to mind. Just feels like you're in a bit of a dangerous position. And there's someone who's like, don't you want to like focus on this instead of this? And they don't realize what you're doing. Like they don't know you. They seem to want to be interfering actually. Like they kind of feel a bit like not particularly well read on you that much. Like I don't think they really get you. Like, they might not be your closest friends. They might not be ones that you actually want to speak to. I do feel like there's people you've walked away from who want to speak to you for sure. You haven't spoken to them for ages and you've left them with loads to say to you. Like, they've got a whole book they could send that they would want you to read, but you're too busy, like, reading things that you've got to read and doing 101 things at once. And you probably said that to them, like, sorry, I'm too busy. I've got this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do. And they're still like, no, I want to talk to you now. They seem a bit annoying, and I just don't think you should really worry about what they want to say to you, honestly. But yeah, I do feel like there's someone who might be a bit more angelic who wants to talk to you. And it's like I was saying, like, you're doing something. You're doing your own thing. You seem to be in a dangerous position. And for you, I feel like you've got some sort of guidance and protection that's allowing you to do things that seem really weird in the midst of, like, dangerous situation. It's like for you, maybe you're taking too many minutes to chill and you're meant to get to the train station in like 20 minutes. Maybe for you have some like divine awareness that train's delayed and you for some reason know that you've got another 20 minutes before you even need to leave to go to the train station. Meanwhile, you've got friends that are like, no, we need to go now. We have to be early. And it's for you like, God, guys, just calm down. Like, can you just chill? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, why are you stressing? Why are you fucking stressing? And I'm like, why are you not stressing? It feels like they're just not meant to be around you that much right now, those sort of people. But there is someone who's a bit more divinely guided, who's not saying anything to you, they're more just watching for you. Like, they do want to talk to you, they want to say, So you do know you're like walking on hot coals and knives, yeah? Like, you meant to be doing that? Just let me know if you want a hand, yeah? Like, they kind of more know you and they get you. And they see you doing whatever you're doing, which is maybe talking to someone who is a bit dangerous for you or something. Like, they're perceiving your new partner as someone who you shouldn't want to date or something like that. And everyone else is giving their opinion like, why are you dating so-and-so? But blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, you've got some divine reason why you want to date so-and-so, why you're talking to so-and-so. I feel like there is one friend who's like, I kind of get why everyone's worried about this person dating so-and-so, but also I kind of get why so-and-so's dating so-and-so. And I do think they seem in a dangerous position, but also they seem like they know what they're doing. I'm just going to say they seem like they know what they're doing. So someone does know that you know what you're doing, but they're kind of watching in a way that's like they're ready to try and protect you or something. I'm going to say this person who's a bit angelic, they probably have a bit of a psychic sense of like when to talk to you and not to talk to you. So for them, they're not going to need you to say anything about your situation, even if you're going through like a dangerous situation. And they're the sort of person who'll come along like, just, hey, how are you? And they'll stop you from going down a dangerous road you were about to walk on. So they're kind of like a divine helper. Like, you were about to walk in front of a car and they're just like, hey, how are you? And they won't tell you, oh, you're so stupid, you just get like nearly run over or something. More like their wisdom is just to say like the right word for you to be distracted from what you were going to do. So it's like, say there's someone who fancies you and he has a crush on you, and they're kind of, I'm saying he for someone, he's kind of noticing you talking to like junkies or something, and he does know, but he doesn't want to say, oh, you're so stupid, why are you talking to so-and-so? Because he wants you to like him still. It's more like he might just flirt with you and invite you on a date and try and distract you from the stupid junkie you're talking to for somebody. Like, you're doing too much to try and go down the wrong path. And there's someone who wants to help you, like they are kind of like an angel. But there are also people who are like, no, don't go that way, that's the wrong way. And they don't know better than you. Like, they're smaller than you, they're stupider than you, they don't get it, they don't even begin to read the first page of the book that you finished and think that they know how to tell you like what happens in the sequel. These people who are trying to talk to you are some of the stupidest people ever. But there is one who's not stupid, and I feel like they're kind of aware of what's happening behind the scenes for you. Like, they seem guided to talk to you. So if that person comes up, I feel like you won't be able to ignore them. You won't be able to be distracted from them. But there are lots of people who just want your attention for the fact that they're just bored, actually. Like, they just want to talk to you because they're so bored. and they're so boring and they don't realise how busy you are. So don't care if they want to talk to you, but do care about the person who seems to have your best interests in mind and seems a bit concerned about you sometimes but without telling you. I do feel like there may be a neighbour or somebody who's a bit interested in you, like a bit sweet on you, or wanting to talk to you, wanting to focus on you. And there's some journey that you need to make and they want to help you with that. Or there's something that you're doing that they want to help you, like they have information that will help you. But I do feel like there's too many people who want to talk to you who don't have helpful information for me to even want to tell you this, because like so many people just want to be like, stop. And they just are kind of jealous maybe that you can do it and they can't do it. It's like, say if you can do a handstand, you've got a friend who's really, really, really not able to do a handstand and they think it's so dangerous to do a handstand. I know, isn't it pathetic? Like, yes, for you it's dangerous, not for me. Like, seriously, some people just need to get it that, like, what you can do is okay for you. Like, you can run for 65 miles and not get out of breath. They can't. They can't even walk for 2 minutes because they're so lazy. Meanwhile, they think they should tell you off, but you're running. It just feels like they're kind of busybodies. And I feel like there is someone who wants to talk to you, but you're not going to notice until they're right there. And I feel like they want to talk to you about something that's really helpful and bringing everything together for you. There's also a message you want to send yourself, but it's for me to not tell you, because I feel like you are in a bit of a position where you just need to keep going, like someone just need to keep walking. You're not in a position to be able to talk to anyone else right now, so it's better if you just ignore them all, I want to say. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Please for you if you chose the 5 of Wands. Let's see what other cards you have. You have the Ace of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. This person's having a bit of an interest in you, but I feel like they've got a lot of other options or other people who they're interested in, other people who they're trying to decide what to do about or what to say to. I feel like they have particular interest in you, but they're also not that ready to tell you that they're interested in you. It feels like they want to send a communication to like get to know you more. It's the kind of testing the waters communication. They might want to tell you something like they're in love with you, but they're just not quite ready. And I feel like they see you as someone who might have a lot of options. They might be wanting to ask if you've got anyone, if you're dating anyone, or if you're single, but they're even shy to tell you like, I'm kind of interested if you're single, or like, are you single? They find that conversation is a bit weird to have with you. Like it's a bit of a nerve-wracking conversation, and I feel like they're really busy and maybe you're really busy as well. And they're kind of waiting for an opening in the communication that you're having to be able to say like, so are you dating anyone at the moment? Do you maybe want to grab a drink sometime or something? Or would you like me? Like, do you like me? Or I don't know. I think they kind of doubt that you would like them back. They feel like maybe you're far away from them. Maybe you've moved on, or maybe you never liked them that much in the first place or something. I'm not sure if you're already having a talking stage, or if this is an ex, or it's like a friend in your friendship group, or just someone you're talking to. Maybe you've met them on a dating app or something. But it does feel like they kind of consider you and they think you're a good option. Could even be someone who wants to hire you, or they're thinking about whether or not to hire you, but they might want to ask you some more questions on the phone. Go and meet with you for an interview more, and they might think you've already moved on and got a different job. They might think you're like too good to be true. I'm hearing like they don't believe that you would actually want to work there for that salary, or they don't believe you would actually like them. They might think you're a catfish as well if you're just talking online. They might want you to prove your identity or something. They might want to see more pictures of you because they just think you're a bit unrealistically good looking or something like that. And for someone, if you have edited your pictures, you might want to just send them an unedited picture because they're not going to believe the picture that you send them. They're going to say, could you send me one without Photoshop, please? And it's going to be a bit embarrassing, so I would just send one that's you with no makeup on and fresh out the shower or something. If they like you, they like you, and if they don't, they don't. Like, don't pretend to be someone you're not. I feel like for someone you might have been doing that online and they do not really trust you and they kind of think like, can you prove it? Like, can you just like tell me the truth about this, please? You might even be using someone else's pictures. I'm going to just give you an energetic slap if that's you, fucking loser. God, you're embarrassing. Aw, you really don't feel good at looking enough for you to even show your own face online. Aw, how embarrassing. What a loser. Aw. Anyway, yeah, for everyone else who's not trying to pretend to be someone else online, feels like they have got their eye on you, and there is like an opening in their life for someone, or there's an opening for them to talk to you and find an opportunity to talk to you. But they might just feel like it's not a good time to talk to you for you. Like they're just watching you and seeing what you've got going on. And they're trying to know what you're deciding for yourself. I want to say like they want to know what your decision is about your own things in your own life. They might have an offer for help for you. And they kind of realize it's very important for them to offer it. But they also feel like it's the wrong time. And I feel like there's some decision you're trying to make that they're being patient with, like they're patiently waiting for you to decide. For someone, they're waiting for you to decide on them or get back to them about something, and they feel a bit stressed about it, actually. Like there's a bit of maybe a competition. It's like this person likes you and maybe loads of other people like you, and they just want to know if you like them more than the other people or not. Like, are they the front runner for your attention or not quite? Is there maybe something else you want? Is there maybe something else you're looking for? Like, what's wrong with them? Is everything okay? Like, they have some questions for you, but they feel a bit embarrassed about going through with it and asking you and saying things to you like, hey, I might have a bit of a crush on you, so are you still seeing so-and-so? Are you single now? Like, they feel like, not ready, shy, more just want to test the waters. You might say more like, hey, you look good today, and try and see what your response is. Like they're just doing something really subtle and not obvious enough. And yeah, I do feel like there's some competition. Like, I don't know if someone's entering a competition, and it might be something about a competition, and they're not really sure if you've got in or something. Like they're not sure if your work is better than someone else's work or not, and maybe they want to like retake the competition or like rejudge it, because I feel like there may be someone who wasn't paying attention or something like that, or they just didn't notice something. They might have missed something. Anyway, that's a bit random. But yeah, I feel like there's a definite chance this person will be communicating with you soon, but they might not say what they actually want to say. They might not feel ready to talk to you about what they want to talk to you about. They might just talk to you about like work and normal stuff instead. I feel like there's enough to talk about on that normal level for them to just be like a helpful friend to you and come through with just like an optimistic word here and there, and not necessarily ask you the serious questions they want to ask you. For someone, this person wants to do a deep dive into the past. It's something that's like fossil era. It's like so old that it's a fossil, and they've discovered it, and they want to talk to you about the fossil stuff from the past, but they feel like, should they or shouldn't they? Like, do you want to look at the stuff from the past, or you probably don't? Like, they're looking at you like you're living your best life. Of course you don't want to talk about the past. Do you? Do you? Maybe you do. Oh, I just want to test the waters and see. And they're going to say something just like, hey, are you okay? Like, how have you been? And not like, oh my God, do you remember when we were 2 years old and blah, 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 blah. Like, they're just not ready. And they're not sure if you're ready. So anyway, I feel like this person, they have some, it's like they're a bit confused about something, and they wouldn't mind you just to like come in and help them. Like, they might want advice. I'm not sure if you're a teacher. If you are a teacher, you might have a student who's wanting help. Don't just put their asking hand up and ask for help, because they feel like you're too busy helping others. And I feel like they just don't really know what to do except just keep trying. But they feel like they're not getting it. So they want some help. And I feel like, yeah, there's someone who's your competition who wants some help. Ugh, what a loser. Ugh. I'm sorry, they're a fucking no-brain. Yeah, it's like, say you do something like music and you've got someone who listens to your music and they want to reach out like, hi, could I feature on your song, please? when they're like your active competition and all they do is try and copy you, and it's just so wet. It's like really embarrassing. You call them wet. Like, ew, like yuck. Like you're seriously trying to copy and you want to like know my advice? Like, hi, I've been copying you for the last 2 years and I just want to know why your stuff does well and mine doesn't. And you're going to be thinking, what? Like, are you seriously that brave? You're that brave and stupid where you're asking your competition why you're not doing well. Okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for you if you chose the Empress. See what other cards you have. You have the Magician and the Hanged Man. Ooh, this person's a manipulator. They want to talk to you, but it's not necessarily good. Like they kind of want to do something to change what you're doing or change your position or change your perspective or change the way you think. In a way that's really not positive for you. It's like they want to make you feel bad about something you felt good about. They want you to, I'm hearing for someone like they don't want you to be dressed in designer. They would prefer you wearing rags. They don't want you to be happy in a relationship or a marriage. They would prefer you as single. They don't want you to be happy with your body. They would prefer you were like anorexic like them and really unhappy. I do feel like this person may have anorexia or some other problem with their mind that makes them a terrible, toxic person to everyone. Not like everyone with anorexia is terrible and toxic, but this person is, because they'll tell you you're fat and try and make you convinced that you're too fat because they feel too fat. Or something like that. Like this person's so toxic. You don't need this person as a friend. They're a shit enemy to have. Like they're not good as an enemy. They're a kind of loner bitch, honestly, who just sits on their own all day and tries to talk to people. Like they're always trying to talk to people and it's because they want to interfere with other people's lives. They don't really have much motive in life. Like this person could have had a baby and they could have gone and enjoyed their life. They could have figured out how to play sports better or found a career that they actually like. This person might be a psychologist or something like that. Like they don't like their career, they're very bad at it. They might be a chef and they're really terrible at being a chef, like their food sucks. But they're a chef anyway and they hate their job, but they would never try and do something else. But they're like jealous of your job when you have a job or jealous of other people's jobs, and they want to, literally, they just want to change your environment and change your ways. Make everything that was good for you bad. Make everything that was fulfilling for you toxic and take your food away for you to not be able to eat it and make sure that you're not nourished. Like they really do want to destroy you, and I feel like they have very evil, malicious energy towards people. Like they don't really have enough to say on their own. They kind of try and hide from people but put ideas out there. Like if you went to meet this person, they would maybe play you like subliminal messages that have ruin your life all over it. It's like they want you to ruin your life. They want you to be drowning. They don't want you to be successful. They literally want you to have nothing in your life. And this person's quite a charmer for some people. Like I don't think I would find them charming, but you might find them charming. Or you might just be bored enough to talk to them anyway. But be careful of that. Like be careful of being bored enough to reply to this person's messages. Because even if you read them, it might be like hypnotic programming. And it's saying some like trigger word that they've put into your head as a... I'm being dead serious as well. Like they've put some brainwashing, triggering language into their communications with you. This person might be a witch. They might identify as a witch and describe themselves as a witch. And they seem like a pretty glamorous person. But they're actually like really, 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 really gross. Like they're quite disgusting, really. But you might think they seem pretty and like they've got their life together and like they're very different and alternative or something, but they're kind of basic actually. They're basic, but they're just like toxic basic. I want to say like this is a toxic basic bitch. And they're really fake, honestly. Like they might have like a soothing voice that they do. And they will say some brainwashing language. For someone, it's like a woman who's pretending to be pregnant or something like that, and they want you to ruin your life, and they're saying to you like, but I'm pregnant, but what about the baby? And it's like a baby voice that they put on, like too sweet, like sugar, honey wouldn't melt in their mouth. It's not their real voice. It's really not. This person could be trans and they could dress as like female, but actually they are still a man and they do know that they're a man still. They just want you to be deceived, and they might even tell you they're pregnant and they can't get pregnant, but they're going to tell you that they're pregnant. This person might have put something in your drink before. They might do that again. They might just do something like smoke crack in the room that you're in and like fill the room with crack and you don't realize. And if they are pregnant, they'd be terrible at being a mother. Like they would smoke crack or something while they're pregnant. Ooh, this one's not very good. But I do feel like there's someone who's wanting to discuss something with you. For someone, it's your work and your work's really good, but they want you to feel like it's not good. Like they want to criticize it, and it's because they wish that was their work and they wish they're as good as you and they don't feel happy with their work. So I just be careful about even reading their messages. Don't even read their communication. They're honestly such a scammer. This person, fucking scammer. Ugh. They've got like fake breasts and fake lips and fake cheekbones and a lot of makeup on. Well, they're trying to be a man, but they're not actually a man. They're like a woman, but they just think they're going to try and convince everyone that they're a man, but they're still like really bitchy and they have like toxic woman energy and not actually masculine energy very much at all. This person thinks that they're amazing and they're everyone's favorite, but they're actually not really. Like nobody really wants them, and they have to keep trying like grab at new people. And for right now, you're their person who they're trying to grab at. For right now, you're their person who they're trying to spin a lie and a fantasy, and I feel like eventually they'll give up. But yeah, in the meantime, I do feel like they want to talk to you, but it's just to try and convince you of something that's not real or not true, or change your vibe from happy to sad. I feel like this person is maybe the sort of person who, they might do a lot of lines of coke or something, or they might be the sort of person who has like a bit of a boring, like they're kind of basic in a toxic way. Like if it says something, then that's what it is, and this person can't like read between the lines. They don't have any ability to read between the lines, and their writing might be strange. Like they have like a strange, angry, aggressive writing. It's like terrifying when you see it. Like the handwriting is scary. There's something scary about the handwriting for sure. And I feel like they do something like maybe self-harm or something. They might have some scars on their arm or something like that. This person may wear like a lot of extra clothes that are a bit extra, but it's not really their style. Like there's certain people they try too hard to impress and they'll try by being a bit too extra, and there's some way that they are naturally that's like really boring and basic, and I honestly feel like that's their real self. This person may try and they try and pretend to be like mothering that's coming through, or that they are your mother or something like that. It could be your mother for somebody. Your stepmother, someone who pretends to be your mother, but they're not really your mother. But I'm your mother. It's like, no, you're not actually. You're my great aunt or something, but they try and pretend to be your mother. And you know they're not, and they know they're not, but they'll be like, but I birthed you from my own birth canal. You're thinking, no, you didn't. Like, no, no, you didn't. They're a scammer. This person's a bit scammy. There seems to be another message coming through, but it's not wanted. It's just like, no, to be honest, because it's better if you just don't get excited about this person trying to talk to you, actually. I feel like you haven't spoken to them for a while, and they're trying to wonder why their person they like to manipulate is not letting them manipulate anymore. And it feels like you're off doing your own thing. I feel like they try and scry on you and they try and spy on you, and they just have no idea where you are, really. They have no idea who you are or what you're doing. For some reason, they're really arseholey and narcissistic, and they, for some reason, think that they have like all-seeing eye. And they can see you wherever you are. They're honestly mentally unwell. So yeah, just try and give this person a wide berth. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you'd like a personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Two of Pentacles. If you chose the Two of Pentacles, you also have the King of Swords and the Eight of Swords. This is someone who's really busy, and they're kind of too busy to think about replying or phoning you or whatever. It just feels like they're really tied up with other things. They maybe always seem tied up with other things. I feel like they're also a deep thinker, and they have quite an important job to do. or multiple important jobs. It feels like they might have multiple jobs. And they have many people who depend on them, and they need to stay calm and practical and rational. And they feel a bit tied up with their thoughts about you right now, like they are thinking about you a lot. And they do want to talk to you maybe in relation to a work matter. Like for somebody, this person wants to delegate responsibility to you. It might be your manager or somebody like that, and they're so busy that they can't even talk to you and say, hey, I want you to do this task, but I need to train you how to do it. They don't have time to train you on the task. They don't have time to talk to you about it. They've got too many other things going on. So if you do know who this is, and you do know it's your manager, and you do know your manager's been like aiming to train you on payroll or something, you might be able to help them by saying something like, hey, Amy can show me the payroll instead, or something. I don't know why Amy's coming through. But you might be able to help them out because they're really, 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 really stressed, and it feels like they've got too many things on their plate always. Absolutely always. For someone, this person's in the process of trying to move, and they feel really overwhelmed with like how much stuff they've got and how much they've got to do. They feel really stressed. They feel like not a winner in life right now. And they're having a bit of a moment where they do just want to die in a way. Like they would prefer to just sit down and not get up again. Like they just kind of, they don't feel like suicidal, but they just kind of wish that they just weren't having to keep going with everything. I just feel like, oh, it's so tiring. Can I just like put it down and sleep for the rest of the foreseeable future? It's hard for them right now to think about the future because they're so exhausted. And I don't know if they realize how exhausted they are. So if you do know who they are, you might want to be able to suggest that they could do with some more sleep. Or maybe just chat to them about their problems. Maybe you can give them some advice. They might want some advice from you, like they're going round and round and round a problem in their head. They would really love some words of wisdom. Feels like you might know just the right thing to say at the right time to this person. So yeah, if you have that kind of friendship or work relationship, it's good if you can just say something like, don't worry, by the way, you'll be fine. Maybe you should try this. It feels like that might be guided for you if you do want to say something to them, because they are shy as well, like they're a bit socially anxious. I'm hearing someone say, I don't want to phone your name because she'll think I'm annoying and she'll think I'm bothering her. Like, oh, I wonder if that person's like so busy that I just shouldn't talk to them. And also I'm so busy that I probably shouldn't talk to them. Like, do I even have time? Like, what if it's a 2-minute phone call, I have time. What if the phone call's like 10 minutes? Like, I would like to talk for 10 minutes, but even 8 minutes, it's like, oh God, can I talk for 8 minutes? I've got something, like I've got a pie in the oven, I'm hearing. Like, I need to get my pie out in 2 minutes. So if it's more than 2 minutes, I'm going to find it stressful. This person doesn't like to multitask right now. But they have to, and they would kind of prefer to just have one situation at a time to deal with, one thing on their plate at a time to deal with. But instead they've got 8 or 9 or 1200, and they need some extra time to think. They feel like they've got egg on their head or egg on their face right now, like they've made a stupid mistake. It's not like an inexperienced person mistake that you make because you're stupid and you don't know what you're doing. It's more like a mistake you make because you're trying to do 1,000,001 things. And it's like, say you're carrying a bag and another bag and another bag, and one of the bags has a hole in it and you just didn't realise you need to sew up the hole in your bag. Or buy a new bag or put something in the bag to cover the hole. It's like really just not like a, oh, you're so stupid mistake. It's more like, for God's sake, not another thing. When you've already got so many things. And I feel like they might have that kind of way of maybe not checking things enough, or maybe they do check things enough but there's still room for error. And they really beat themselves up because it's like, oh no, I've lost my key out of my bag and my bag's broken. And why didn't I just think about that earlier? Like, why didn't I check this bag this morning? Who does that really? Who does like sit and check that their bag doesn't have a hole in it every morning, or there's no hole in their pocket? And a hole could happen throughout the day. So it's like there's nothing this person can do to prevent their mistakes from happening or prevent things from going wrong in their life, but they'll still beat themselves up about it. They still feel terrible about it. And I feel like you do know the right thing to say sometimes. Like, you just say the right thing, and they have other people who probably make them feel worse. They have those people who are probably like, oh, you're so stupid. Why don't you just buy a new bag, hobo, or whatever? And it's like, for them, they feel like, oh, God, yeah, I am a hobo. I should buy a new bag. I feel like you're more the sort of person who would say, don't worry, that could happen to anyone. I'm sure the locksmith will come quickly if you need a locksmith to let you in. I'm sure it won't be that expensive. Maybe someone else has a key. Maybe one of your neighbours will let you in. Maybe you'll find the key. Maybe you can go retrace your steps. Maybe it's still in your bag. I feel like you have a reassuring air. They want to talk to you because of that, and I also feel like you're clever and you give good advice. But yeah, they are shy to talk to you. And it feels like if they do want to give you some work, they feel like they can't right now because it's theirs. And in future, in theory, they could make it your work, like something they give you to do. But they're just so anxious about it right now. They might feel like it's too difficult. Might feel like it's too much, like it's like heavy, and they would prefer to give you the lighter load and not the heavier load. I feel like they want to share their problems with you, but they feel like it's too heavy. They feel like you don't deserve it. Like if you did ask how are you doing to someone recently, they're thinking about how to reply. Like seriously, like, oh God, do I tell them the truth? Like I'm really not okay at all. Or do I just tell them, yeah, I'm trying to manage, like it's a difficult time, but I'm trying to manage. And they're just really not managing with communication right now because of that. Like in general, like they just don't know how, they don't know how to tell you how bad their life is. And say, oh my God, I feel so depressed. Like I just can't manage anymore. Please, can you help me? Like they would want help, but they also want to look like cool and in control. They feel bullied by people, and I feel like they've been bullied quite a lot of their life, and it's getting to them, and they might seem cool and in control of their life on the surface, but there are still bullies around them, and they might want to talk to you about the bullies. They might want to ask your advice, but I also feel like they might be scared of talking to you because they might think you're going to be a bully as well, and it's why they don't necessarily want to tell you they're having a hard time. They might just say, I'm really busy, I've been really busy, work's busy. Yeah, I've got a good job, it's just really busy and stressful. And they don't really want to tell you the serious problems. But anyway, I hope you know who this is. This seems like someone who's quite serious, quite strong, and quite experienced in their career. Like they've got a career that they're good at. And they're maybe a bit of a mature, I want to say like an older man or woman. They're not in like their 20s or something, they're more like 30s. They could be like in their teens or 20s, but they just seem old for their age. Like they've got old people problems. Like their problems are like bills and stress and how to cope with a health problem and things like that. Like it's not just like teenage kind of life that they're having to experience. They're not having a fun like early 20s party and Netflix and chill life. No, it's more like bills, and I can't cope and I feel like dying young kind of energy. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this person could do with some moral support or someone to take a load off their back, someone to help them out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you who chose the world. And if you chose the world, you also have 7 of Pentacles and the Lovers. This is someone very patient and very cautious and someone who has really, really, really strong, intense feelings for you. And you'll see it when you look in their eyes, like they're passionate for you, they're longing for you, they have an intense desire for you. Their eyes will be emotional when you look into them. And they're very close with you, at least at certain times of their life. They've been close to you. This person might have given you a bangle or a pair of earrings. Or you might have given them a bangle or a pair of earrings, or a plant is coming through, like somebody gave someone a plant as a gift. So yeah, if somebody's given you a gift like that, or diamonds, somebody gave a diamond ring or something like that. So yeah, if you're married, then this is your partner, or if you were ever married, or if anyone ever proposed to you or said they wanted to marry you, or called you like wife or husband, this is that person. They could be a Christian or not. They could be a Sagittarius. I'm hearing like they're either Sagittarius or Christian. They don't have to be both. But yeah, this person may have like a cross tattoo or a Sagittarius arrow tattoo. They could have Sagittarius very strongly in their chart. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I feel like you might have known this person either since you were like 7 years old or since you were about 21 years old. It feels like for this person, it feels like you've known them since 21. Or since they were 21, like since you were 21 or they were 21. You might have known them about 7 years, and I feel like they're very special to you, and they have very lovely hair. They have long hair. They have long hair and it's thick, and it feels really nice to touch it. It's probably dark in colour. They're very confident. They have a full social circle, like they have a lot of friends. They're very cocky almost, like they know that they're going to make things good for themselves. They know how to build things a success, and they know how to get you. Like, they know how to make you aroused by them, and they know how to be patient for it. Like, they're not gonna rush. They don't mind waiting 6 months for you to make love with them and just giving you smooth talk for 6 months. Well, 6 years even. They just don't mind, and they know it's probably going to take more like 6 days or 6 weeks because they're smooth with it, and they know they're smooth. And it feels like they have a lot of things to tell you that are under the surface. But they want to just nurture the top level conversation right now. Like, they want to make sure everything looks good on the surface. And all the stuff buried underneath, I feel like they don't want to bring that up right now. But they kind of do in the future. Like, they want to have a conversation about how the garden is growing, so to speak. Like, how is the relationship developing? Where are we going? What are we? What's going on in the future? They want to make sure you're still happy with them. And it feels like you are really happy with them. For someone, this person would like to propose, but they're not ready. It's not like they're ready to talk to you about that, but I do feel like there's something in the air with them and you in like a beautiful, complete way where there's some discussion to be had slowly. It's the kind of discussion that they would like to have over a romantic dinner with you or over a lot of texts for a long time. They want to flirt with you and they want to gradually develop a relationship. You might be talking to this person online, or maybe you should talk to this person online more. I feel like you might want to follow them on Instagram if you don't already, or maybe they want to follow you and they don't currently and they don't know why. I'm guessing if you're not husband and wife, that's more for you. Like, you just have a crush on each other. But I feel like they're impressed with you and what you do. And they have a good feeling about you. Like, they feel like you're going to turn into someone better and better and better. Like, they feel like the relationship with you gets better and better and better in time. And they feel like their destiny is maybe to be with you. Like, it's becoming more and more obvious. Every time they see you or every time they speak to you, they start to feel like a bit hooked on you in a way that's sweet. And it's nice because it's not like a rush in love feeling. It's more like a slow and steady, temperate, gradually becoming really involved in each other's lives, smiling at each other, but not being really possessive and attached in a way that's unhealthy to each other. There's more like a gentle longing and looking into each other's eyes and grazing each other's skin gently and feeling, yes, they messaged me back. And I don't mind waiting 3 days for a response instead of like, oh no, they didn't message me. Like, no. There's no negative energy here. It's all positive. It's all good. It's all love. It's all like roses growing in the hood, roses growing in the garden. And they're feeling good about the idea of just speaking to you more and smiling with you more, and they want to plan a meetup. They want to plan another date or the next stage of the relationship development or something like that, or they want to go on holiday with you somewhere across the world and take lots of pictures. It feels like they do want to take lots of pictures, so they want a picture of you because they feel a bit missing of you in that way. Like, I don't know if you're Snapchatting with someone, like they would like a picture. They feel like they've been waiting ages for you to just like send a cute picture or something where you haven't posted online in ages, and they want to see you, like they miss your face. So I feel like for you, if you did watch this group, you should post more online, post more pictures. Try and take more pictures and know that people might be slow to talk to you, but they do actually find you attractive. Like, there's someone who finds you really attractive and they are kind of slow to reply, or they're slow to tell you that they like you, or they're slow to double tap on your pictures, but they would if you posted them. And I feel like it would give you a really highlight feeling, like, oh my god, they like me too. And it feels like they do like you a lot, and they will show you with their eyes and their facial expression. This person's very smiley and very sweet. And also they're really, really, really intense with you in like a sexual way when you have a sexual relationship with them. I feel like you already do, or you already want to, and you can already tell they want to. Maybe the conversation's already going there and they're just kind of like waiting to be your baby daddy, or waiting for you to be their baby daddy or something. For someone that is your baby daddy and he wants to hook up with you, like he's straight up, like he's just waiting for the opportunity, like, oh, when are we going to put another bun in the oven? Like, come on, let me. They're so excited about you. They want to like grab on your hair and your back and just go out with you, and they've been waiting all day, they've been waiting all night, they've been waiting, and they want to go, yes, 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 I love you. Oh, it's so cute. Anyway, I love this for you guys. I hope you enjoy seeing this person. For someone, you're seeing them in like 6 hours. They're just gonna send you some texts in the meantime and like want some sexy pics or something. Like they want to get a bit, they've got like a boring day at work and they feel like, ugh, work is dragging. I just want to go home to my babes. Like, can they just send me like a pussy pic or do like a dick pic or like a picture of their cute makeup today? Like, come on, when is she gonna text me? Oh, it's so sweet. Anyway, enjoy. Please text this person back when they text you or call them or go see them, but you can keep them waiting. They'll just feel like, oh, fine, I'm sexually frustrated, but fine. Like, God, I love you so much. Can you just reply? But it's cute anyway. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading, the information will be linked below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.